Despite stripping the governor's original $343 million bond proposal to pay tax refunds out of the substitute version of the budget bill, evidently the Democrats aren't against borrowing after all. Instead, 9 Democrats voted in favor to adopt a motion to hear a proposal by Senator Ben Pangilinan to be added to the miscellaneous provision of the budget.
The borrowing would be for the amount of $180 million that the governor is allowed to pledge at his analysis on what is the most cost-effective way, either Section 30 revenues, if that's the most cost-effective, or the business privilege tax.
Out of the $180 million, $120 million would go to pay past due tax refunds, with the remainder going to the Guam Memorial Hospital and the Department of Education. Several Republicans continued to call on the Democrat leadership to allow the governor's financial team to be present in part of the discussions, especially in light of this new bond proposal. But their requests were met with continued opposition. Republican Senator Chris Duenas.
I think it's very much appropriate. It's very clear in the discussions by the good chairman, Senator from Barragata, that there is borrowing components to be proposed within the section now as the new section in the miscellaneous provision. And I'm a little concerned, Mr. Chair, that earlier said even if we would entertain any other discussions, because I want to make it clear on the record now that I also plan on moving an amendment, and I would hope that we wouldn't stifle discussion with regard to that. The amendment I prepared to and intend to introduce will be the governor's bond borrowing measure that was originally in this legislation when it was submitted and debated. And I only think it's fair that the administration officials be here, as we have been listening and working with them throughout this entire budget process, that they be here so that they could listen to this portion of the proposed bond borrowing as part of the measure that's been moved into miscellaneous provisions, and also so that when we move another amendment, should this body allow them to make that proposal as well, that they're fully aware of both proposals and can make a logical presentation to us after having digested what we presented within this committee.